Hi everyone. I'd wanted to talk about weaning your baby. Like when your child gets to 6 months and you start to think about transitioning them from whether breast milk or formula to solids. I'd wanted to talk about it for a while, but for some reason I just didn't get around to doing it. I wanted to post it on YouTube, but I was like, I don't even get that many views on YouTube, so might as well bring it here to where my people are, right. And the reason why I decided to talk about it today is because I saw a post from a business that makes purees for babies, and I won't say it was triggering, but it just made me feel like I need to talk about this now. I've seen a few people talk about it, but it's not that much spoken about, and it's the issue of um introducing purees when you're weaning your baby. Okay, so I'll just say I'm not a pediatrician, neither am I a nutritionist. I'm just a mom that has made mistakes and learned from them. I've also seen a lot of moms who have made the same mistake and learned from it. And I'm always shouting on top of my voice to my friends that are new moms to say, please don't make this mistake that I made. If you have been following me for a while, you will know that when I had my son, my firstborn, because I love to cook so much, I was so excited about trying out all these purees, all these mixtures, all these things. Like I couldn't wait for him to be weaned and all that. And that was how I started, I used to make all kinds of puree mixes, very healthy things, broccoli, sweet potato, some beef in there for protein, the works, you know what I'm talking about. But then I started to struggle with his feeding in that in the beginning of introducing those purees, he was rejected. So the truth is, in the very beginning, he started to take it. So I think the very first thing I introduced to him was mashed avocado. And then I was giving him that as well as baby rice cereal, right? He was taking it at first. And then after maybe like a week, he started to reject it. Like he would spit it out, he would cry and fuss. And I was like, excuse me, you are a 6 month old child that is just being weaned. You have to take puree. That is what you're supposed to take. You get. And the short story is that my son became a very picky eater. Till today, he's 4 years old. He's going to be 5 in August. We still is much better. Is much better now, but it was a struggle for the first 2 3 years of his life. It was a struggle for him to eat our normal meals, and I learned and I realized this because a lot of pediatricians I follow started to talk about. So they started to say when your child starts to show interest in your family meals, the normal food you eat in your house, the rice, the eba, the swallow, the everything, start introducing from them. And most children, you start to notice that they pick interest and you see them watching you as you're feeding yourself eating from about 4 months. At that point, they're already showing interest. They want to do what you do because children only have a few skills when they're born. Everything else is learned. So they're seeing you do this and they want to do the same. They're seeing the food you're eating and that's the food they want to eat, right? So instead of me putting, little beans in his mouth or little swallow in his mouth, I'm like, no, 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 no. You are a 6 months old. You are supposed to eat puree, and that puree you shall eat. The biggest mistake, biggest mistake. And yes, at 4 months, in fact, it's not really the age that tells you when a child is ready to eat. There's some signs. If you read mom blogs and all these things, you see there's some signs like the head should be steady, shouldn't be falling back. They should be able to sit unsupported or supported, but they should be able to sit. There's some signs. If you check, you will see what those signs are. Those are the signs that your child is ready for solids. And some children start to show those signs from 4 months, some 5, and some 6. So the point is when they're showing interest in your family meals is when to start introducing it. The only thing is you will tweak it to suit them. Reduce salt, reduce spice, make it softer, or mash it in your hands, or use a fork, mash it, or whatever. I'm not totally against puree, but if your child is refusing it, please don't force them to take purees. Don't. And don't even give the puree for too long. Your first week or first 2 weeks of weaning, you can start to Sincerely, I would not even say puree. I would say mash. You know all these gadgets that they market to us, and you're so excited to do all these experiments for your child. I'm sorry, I don't subscribe to it anymore because I made that mistake with my son and I corrected with my daughter. My daughter is such a great eater. She's not picky. She's ready and interested in trying anything you offer her. Even till now, my 4 almost 5 year old would look at a food from a distance first of all and say, "Mommy, I've never eaten that before." And I'll be like, "But you should try it, you know." So I mean, I feel like, not even I feel like, I know that I didn't pick that interest, and then you want to introduce textures, you want to introduce different smells, and ultimately your family, normal family meals, don't give them any specialized thing that you know that you don't cook that weekly in your house. It's counterproductive. So, like I said, it's really counterproductive. Like in my case, unfortunately, I wish I had, just seen that he wasn't interested in those purees and started to introduce our regular meals to him, just modify it, reduce spice, reduce salt. And I'm sure he would have been good today, just like my daughter is. Um, and Yoruba people are synonymous with pepper. So my mom will say fata silenu from like 3 months. She'll be saying fata silenu, and that's just saying like, let them know that pepper is part of us. We're not scared of pepper. Do you get? Anyways, so like I said, the reason I'm making this video is because I saw this business page that was really making this nice looking puree. She had all these lovely ingredients, and I was just shaking my head like, oh my god, please don't give this to any babies. They're not going to either like it or they're going to want what you are eating. And what even, inspired me more, I shouldn't say trigger, was that in the comments, I saw a mom say, my son is 7, or my child is 7 months old, and he doesn't like all these purees, doesn't like baby food. Please, what should I do? And the woman was like, just DM me, Jesus. I quickly put a comment there and said, please just give them your normal meals, So please share this video with new moms, with whoever, so that, people can understand. And of course, talk to your doctor, follow your child's nudges and what they are signaling for and all that. Funny enough, my daughter never took formula because I usually breastfeed my children exclusively for 6 months and continue to breastfeed them till 1 year. She never took formula. She never ate baby cereal. My girl just went straight to her meals. Her cereal was oatmeal and breast milk. That was her major cereal, when she started weaning and normal food. All right, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Like I said, please share the video. If you have any questions, I'm over willing to answer you. If you have any questions, yeah, also please share your experiences, because I know very much so that a lot of moms have either made this mistake and corrected it, or quickly, noticed this and decided to just give their regular meals. So, like I said, just tweak your meals, reduce salt, reduce spice. They love the swallow, the amala, the soft amala, soft semo with okra. They like the beans. They love beans. My son loves beans and plantain, and all those things. Please cut off the purees. Mash instead. Mash, mash. Let them start to get the textures of food, the smell, the taste. And of course, this is inclusive of finger foods like baby led weaning, finger foods where they can pick up things and put it in their mouth themselves and all that. Anyway, that's it. Bye.